I started stream a little late.
The guy that started it too was the one sitting in the chair.
Oh god, he's risking it.
Surprised the barber didn't fucking rug him.
Didn't LeBron delete his tweet?
Yeah, he deleted it. I realized how stupid he was.
3,000 retweets.
What did he say? Like, you're next or something like that?
Yeah.
I wonder what he meant by that. Like, you're next to be shot or you're next to go to jail.
True.
He probably meant to be shot.
I think he honestly meant next to go to trial, but, you know, really stupid comment because it could be misconstrued.
Yeah.
Bro, people are still buying that scam shit. Holy fuck.
People are literally buying a coin called Scam.
No, they're calling it the scam one, the one with the TikTok. The TikTok guy, the one that he said that he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, but we all gonna get rich.
Is it actually called Scam, or which one are you talking about?
Yeah, it's actually called Scam.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but you start shit, Deja.
They stole. That's what I said. They stole your idea, dude.
Type in scam on.
Type
in scam on Twitter, is gonna pop up everywhere. Like everybody's talking about how like it's gonna be the next safe moon. This guy's getting fucking TikTok. I mean, he's getting fucking Twitter famous right now with all the fucking crypto guys.
Oh, okay. I see the tweet now. No, yeah, he was talking about your next, like you're the next is gonna get charged or something.
The guy said he jokingly made Scam Coin. Now it's worth 2 billion market cap. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
He said, "I'm gonna call my mom." Yes, yesterday. I'm like, yo.
So the guy who made it's like filthy rich now.
Bro, he literally said it. He was like, I'm gonna find the first tweet where he was like, "Bro, this is not forex. If you guys don't like the coin,
he's not filthy rich."
Yeah, he said that that he doesn't even.
Dude, if it has a 2 billion market cap, you can get out of that. That's enough liquidity.
He can. Well, maybe. You really don't know, man. They're like
Who
doing
the fuck is the dude who made it?
It's pretty shady. How much he can get out of it for, I'd be curious to look at the books. That's why those market caps are totally full of shit.
Fully diluted supply.
Don't they write in the smart contract too, like a way for them to mint new coins? And then they just overload it and just fucking just rug the shit out of everyone.
I'm glad I closed my ETH, man. This looks like it's about to fall over.
They look suspect, these.
What do you mean? Wouldn't
Ethereum?
you'd be happy if you closed it if it's about to fall over?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad I said.
Oh, you said you're glad. Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad I closed it.
You sounded sad when you said that. I thought you were disappointed.
No, it looks like it's about to roll over. Every time, man, every time I get out of a position and then I try to scalp or something, I get freaking wrecked.
Bro, this guy, since he's a TikTok guy, he was in all the fucking scam tokens before anything. He said that he was in Elon Gate when it first started. I'm like, bro.
I'm looking at his Twitter now. The ETH sweat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see what he said. He said I'm finna call my mom.
He only had like 200 followers a couple days ago. Now he got like 1,000.
Now he's famous.
Nah, he's only got 1,500 on Twitter. They're not blowing him up too much.
No. I'm saying he only had like 200 like just a couple days back.
Oh no, for sure.
The problem with ETH too is you can't short it because you never know when it's gonna pop back up and run again.
It's like the Tesla of crypto.
Yeah, the only thing I know to do is wait for a hard dip, see that it starts bouncing, and get back in it.
He was literally in like all the scam tokens. He was in the moon base or whatever that shit is too. Like, bro, this guy was in all the scam tokens, outperforming all the fucking crypto. Yo, this is fucking crazy.
You know what
Shit happens
scam
like once a
stands
year in
for?
crypto.
It stands for simple, cool, automatic money.
Bro, he was he was teaching people how to use a trading bot on KuCoin.
Damn, bro, he just made that shit 19 hours ago. See, Deja? Oh man, I should have done that.
Dude,
Bro,
he
that's what
literally
I thought. I
he was
thought
watching the stream 100%.
on God, I thought like King he like made a fake account and he made the coin. Since he said he was gonna make a scam coin. And the name is Scam. This guy literally named the Scam, so I thought it was you. I was like, bro, did this guy just... I had to double check if King had
King,
his
you
account.
were a day late, dude.
Because for the fact that he doesn't have... Yo, King would have made it blow up even more, even faster.
He's got
This
way
guy
more
had no
followers.
followers.
Yeah.
Are you even in crypto if you haven't thought of making a scam coin?
This dude looks like an idiot. The Senate passed an anti-Asian hate crime bill, and it passed 94-1. That one guy is gonna look like an idiot.
Who voted against it? And I wonder what the bill actually says.
I don't know, but 94-1 is pretty unanimous. It was Josh Hawley.
Maybe he disagrees with something they snuck on there. You never know.
He said the chart don't do what the price wanted to do.
Why is it an anti-Asian hate bill, though? Why isn't it just a hate bill?
Because we already have hate laws with this. I think this specifically targets people who are going after Asians for coronavirus.
Or COVID? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's tied into COVID.
That makes sense.
Which in reality, come on, that's just fucking stupid and ignorant.
Oh, it's really stupid.
But it just looks bad to be on something that's 94 and you're that one guy. And there goes Bitcoin.
What's it doing?
Yeah, I went all the dollars a minute.
Ah,
it's
man,
nuking.
I'd be getting wrecked. Yeah, I'd be getting wrecked.
What's BNB doing? BNB is the only thing that I'm holding spot. Everything else is cash. Nuking. Oof. BNB breaks 500. I'll probably sell it.
Yeah, I just went on a spot like last night.
Yeah, I'm holding only cash and BNB.
Nah, I'm just only in spot. Since spot is easier to handle right now, since this shit looks like it's going to tap 48. Probably 50. But 48 would be more healthy.
Coinbase, dude. What a fucking scam.
That was the rug, dude.
What a fucking scam.
Is it me or do we not get more? I feel like we've been getting a lot of more like scam just shit going on, like, you know what I mean, like cases, fucking random shit that's happening. Everything that has been turning into a scam ever since Democrats came into power. Prove me wrong.
All scams.
There's not one thing that this guy said that has been correct. I don't care what anybody says.
Biden was the head of SafeMoon. We didn't know it.
The man said, "Yeah, we're gonna switch to full energy. Fucking gas, and everything's been going fucking astronomical and shit."
Really has. So.
They really gave, like, it's like we gave in charge, you know. It's like, all right, Trump is someone new. He's a businessman. He's all about business. So what do you think he's actually going to be doing? You know what I mean? He's going to be wanting to make a lot of money and stuff like that. You give it back to control of, you know, the people that they don't want people to make money. Give them the fucking charge. Hey, we're back to fucking 1984, fucking 1850 and shit.
But Fat Wolverine was trending, so I went to go see why. It's because they're calling Ted Cruz Fat Wolverine. That's fucking hilarious. That's actually funny.
Have you seen the dude's got like a second chin now? He
He's
didn't
gained
have
a lot
one
of weight.
before.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he got big as a motherfucker.
And he did let his beard grow out because when he was running for president, he didn't have that big ass beard he's got right now.
Because he's trying to hide his chin.
I was gonna say you gotta hide the weight. It's the best way to hide the weight is a beard.
Bro, this always happens right before earnings of tech earnings.
It's always like misdirection. You know what I mean? We were like topping out, so then Biden comes and says some tax shit, and then that starts to cascade, and then everyone's like, "Hey, we forgot about this and this. Earnings are coming up."
Well, guys, we're selling off because Biden. There was a statement made that he's debating on raising the capital gains tax for the quote-unquote wealthy to what was it, 43%, which is astronomically high.
Something like that.
You can see where it all started. The bot gave a sell signal on most big companies right up towards the top, and then it just cascaded all the way down. Netflix is holding up nice because it sold off before because of earnings. It already had most of its sell off.
It's already rugged.
Yeah, it already got rugged, exactly. Look at how nasty that was in the 1 minute. It's not looking too good for IWM because it was already down. Q's looks toppy now as well. SPY toppy. I think SPY is fine as long as you don't lose 510. You lose 510, probably gonna go back down to 406 and then 400. Couple of gaps there.
Got some gaps to fill.
I closed my SPY puts already. I closed them, let me see. Let's see if I got a good fill. What's it at now? Yeah, I closed them for basically what they are right now.
Is it still dumping?
Yeah, it's going for a second move right now.
The downside?
Yeah. No low a day yet, though. I told you guys before I went to go let my dogs out that in the next couple minutes you were going to find your direction because you were putting in that inverse head and shoulders. And then the 1 minute gave you a sell signal on the bot, and it just got nuked because it couldn't break that neckline, the neckline of the inverse.
Joe Biden pumps the economy for us again. The downside will forever be known as the Biden side.
It's hard to say how long it's going to last because it's being driven by news. This is not a technical move. I thought the market looked toppy before that news came out. We talked about it this morning. I believe I talked about it in the analysis as well. So I think this was just a catalyst to kind of make the top happen a lot faster. What do you mean, Chris? Facebook does not like that 1 hour downtrend. It's getting pretty dangerous here too. Not a lot of support left. It's got a gap fill at like 294 that it wants to go fill. Yeah, till low. It's a wild day for sure. Four hours still red on Facebook. 1 hour still in a sell signal. Daily just gave a sell signal yesterday, playing out today. Looking pretty toppy. Going into earnings too. Do I think it's going to be red tomorrow? It's looking like it. It's definitely looking like it. I might regret closing my puts today, but I try to do that. If I'm in a big losing trade and then I somehow miraculously get all my money back, I try to just act like the trade never happened and take it off. We were down 70% on our SPY puts and we ended up closing them for about break even. Five-minute sell signal on ES starting to play out. Still in a 15-minute sell.
Solana is like barely even phased.
How's Holy doing? I closed that this morning for a nice little gain. I think it was like 7% overall. Pulling back. Yeah, so that was a nice close. Closed it at damn near the high.
It looks like most things did, except for Sol.
Yeah, I closed it around like 1370, I think. 72-ish. Wasn't bad.
FTT printed some cells, hit the hour.
Compound token starting to rip. Doesn't even care about the sell-off. COMP. Every chart looks almost identical except for COMP.
It looks like Sol. It looks exactly like Sol.
Yep. Even Ray's giving a 1 hour sell.
So are we long in COMP?
Doesn't look too bad. If it breaks 597, it should go higher.
Oh shit, it's already at 20%.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's up 20% on the day.
Monster.
15-minute buy signal just came in. It's the only outlier right now. Yeah, everything else looks identical. Dave Porney shitting on this chick on Twitter. Look at this. Dave's funny as hell. Comp's starting to move a little bit. Bitcoin bouncing, is it? Let's take a look. No buy signals just yet. 1 minute buy, that's about it. So this is where, if you guys were
Bitcoin?
watching my stream, yeah. If you guys were watching my stream the other day, I was telling you about like the waterfall effect on the bot. So now that a 1 minute buy has came in, you just keep going to the higher time frames to see if they trigger buys. And if they don't trigger buys, then it was just a weak bounce and it's going to die. So
The
like
1
the
hour
3 minute, we're waiting on the buy. And then you go up to the 5 minute, then you go up to the 15, so on and so on.
the 1 hour Bitcoin never put in a sell, even though it was selling. The 15-minute did, but it already put in a take profit.
The 1 hour has a sell. Oh, you might have stop loss on. If you take the stop loss off, there's a sell there.
How do you
It's-
take stop loss off?
Go to the settings and it says use stop loss. If you take that off, it will say there's a sell there. It's a visual bug that I'm still trying to correct.
Stop loss or stop loss exit?
Not in the style, in the inputs.
Oh, use stop loss. Okay.
Yeah, if you take that off,
Oh, okay.
sometimes the
I see.
candles, yeah, they'll give you sells.
I see the sell now. Okay.
Yeah, it's a visual. It's like one of the only bugs that are still left that I gotta fix. Funny thing is, I need to look at how the buy works, because the buy's not doing that. The buy doesn't have the visual bug, it's only the sell. So I need to fix that. Bitcoin is painting 7 of 9 red days? What do you mean? Oh, you mean like in a row? Yeah, it's got damn near 9 red days in a row, a couple of dojis. Yep. Snap earnings tonight, is there? Their chart's not that bad. It's in a very ugly inverse head and shoulders. So if it has good earnings, this thing should pop pretty hard. Any pop above like 64 can easily go into all-time high. Joe Biden crashed the market every time he speaks. Yeah, the market's extremely sensitive to basically everything he says. What should I do? I forgot to put a stop loss in Bitcoin. It's not down that much, man. You shouldn't be getting hurt that bad. You should always know where your stop is going to be before you get in the trade. Don't forget next time. What do you mean, Chris? Oh, you mean the stop loss? Yeah, exactly. No, in all honesty, he's right. You really just, it's something that you can't, those are mistakes you can't make. Those are mistakes that will cost you a lot of money. I think SPY's bouncing a little bit right now. It's not doing too bad. Still waiting on the bot to flick the buys on. 1 minute has a buy. 3 minute no buy. So this bounce is very weak. The only time frame that has a buy is the 1 minute. That's an extremely weak bounce.
Fuck.
And then all the way up to, let me turn the stop loss off because it's giving us a little bug here. All the way up to the 4 hour, I think. Yeah, so all the way up to the 4 hour are sell signals except for the daily. So the daily is the only high time frame that has not flipped into a sell. So with the low time frames and the high time frames all showing sells, it's not looking too good. These low time frames are gonna have to start flicking buys on pretty quickly. Oh, you're under the PDT rule. So there's a way that you can do this, Angel. It's called legging into a debit spread. So if you're in calls and you want to close them, but you can't because you're under the PDT rule, you sell the calls above your calls to turn into a debit spread. So like for example, if you bought the 415 SPY calls and now you're getting bent over a little bit here, it's going down. If you want to close that but you can't, just sell the 416s. You have to have the ability to sell on your broker though. If you can't sell, they're not going to let you. That's a way of closing your trade without actually physically closing your trade. It's an options trick. You have the 415s, then you would sell the 416s if you want to close your trade. The problem is you're doing it to the downside. You're only supposed to do this if you're winning the trade.
To collect some of the profits.
Yeah, you can do it when you're losing as well, but it's not usually a good idea. It's just a way of like closing your trade, basically, not actually collecting money. What did you pay for your 415s, like per contract? What'd you pay? And what strike is it? Or sorry, what expiration? You'll lose a lot of money. You'll lose the same amount of money if you just bought them or sold them. It's basically the same money. 426, 415s, and then what'd you pay per contract? They're currently going for $1.06. Now $1.10. You paid $1.05. What are you worried about then, man? You're only down $5. That's not a big deal. If you don't want to lock your account, just hold them for tomorrow. If you wanted to close your trade without actually closing it, it does not count as a day trade. You would sell the 416s if you already have the 415s, and that basically closes your trade. It doesn't close it entirely, it just makes your delta extremely low. So if it goes down on you very fast, you're not going to lose a lot of money. But in your case, the contracts are damn near going for what you paid. So you honestly could just hold them for tomorrow. It's not going to be a the only way you're going to lose a lot of money is if it gaps down on you. But that's a trick that you guys should all understand, especially you guys who have less than $25,000. If you guys have less than 25,000, you can only day trade 3 times every 5 days. So if you're at 3 day trades and you want to close trades, you just turn them into debit spreads, and it closes them without actually giving you the day trade. It's called legging into a debit spread if you want to look it up online. Legging into a debit spread. You're supposed to use it, so like for example, let's say we bought the 415s for $1, and then let's say SPY is running really hard and it's at like 420. So our 415s are in profit by a lot. And I want to close that, but I don't have any day trades left. I would sell, say, the 420s or whatever, the 416s, whatever you want to sell, that is above your strike for more money than what you paid for your 415s. So if I paid $1 for my 415s and I sold the 416s for $2, I'm collecting $100 and I still get to keep my trade open.
Yeah, you're still in a debit spread that's $1 wide. Or in the other case, if it's 415 goes to 420, sell the 420, collect some profits, and you're still in a 5 wide debit spread that is free after you collect your profits.
Yep. It's a trick that a lot of you new traders should understand because it's very helpful. I have a video on that in Discord. If you guys are in Discord and you have no idea what I'm talking about, just go to our mentorship section. I think it's in the advanced video. Let me see.
Yo, what's the kind of token that you need to make for Pancake Swap? It's a BEP 271 or what kind of BNB token?
No idea. Anybody on stream know what he's talking about?
It's BEP 20.
SPY's not going to go to 420 tomorrow. SPY hasn't even triggered a 3-minute buy signal yet. That's how weak this buy is.
Go figure. There was an IPO that released today. KNBE. Up 55%.
Yeah, what Jared said is another way you could do it. If you turn it into a debit spread, and then let's say the price goes down a lot after you sold, you can buy back the contracts that you sold for a gain, and then you could hope that it goes back up and make money on the long side again. It's a little more, a lot more risky. There's more risk in that. A lot riskier, I should say. I don't typically do that. If I turn my trades into debit spreads, I'm usually accepting that, and I just let it go. What's the likelihood of the capital gains tax increase passing? Not very likely. It doesn't matter though. It's just the thought of that makes the algos and the big boy traders sell off. The problem with the Biden thing is he keeps repeating the same thing. So the likelihood of it passing increases every time he says it, pretty much. Because
I think, like C's is saying, it won't happen this year, but maybe next year.
It becomes a thing where if he just said it once in passing and then never brought it back up, nobody cares. But if he keeps saying it, then it seems like he's pushing for it. And if he's pushing for it, that means his party's pushing for it. And if they're pushing for it, that means we're fucked.
Yeah, because eventually they'll get it through.
Like I was telling Discord before we started stream, it's not like every trader is a Republican or every trader is right leaning. Like the market doesn't give a fuck. There's traders across all lines. So no trader wants a capital gains tax increase unless they're a poor trader. The only traders who don't care are the traders that don't pay taxes. And the only traders that don't pay taxes are the traders that don't make money.
I just like how you say that.
It's true though, man. It's the hard truth.
Yeah.
The only traders that care are the ones that don't win. Because the traders that win have to pay taxes. That's why, as it stands right now, the capital gains tax fucking sucks. We all hate it. But at least it means we're making money.
It's true.
Who's making money?
Not me, but you guys. And I'm happy for you guys.
Yeah, good for whoever's making money.
If you're paying taxes on your trading, you're doing something right.
It's true. It's a good problem.
Unless you're paying crypto taxes, then you're being an idiot.
Thank God I sold spy calls yesterday. So whatever I lost on my longs, I made up a good chunk of it on my sells that I'm only down $102 today.
All right, guys, I'm about to make this fucking scam coin. So if you want some, then just shoot me a PM and give me your BNB address, and I'll send you some once I'm done.
You know what a condor is? Not an iron condor, Deja?
A regular condor? No.
Yeah. Well, you know the structure of a butterfly. It's similar, except the two mid strikes that you sell are at different prices.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like, you know, a butterfly is a debit and a credit spread with the middle of same price. Same thing, except there's different strikes in the middle, a debit and a credit with a little bit of space in the middle. I've been doing that on SPY like the last 2 weeks. Right now it's 407, 407, 417 and a half, 421, and then the top is 423. And because I have that 423 up top, the two that I sell in the middle doesn't really need much collateral, if any at all.
Yeah, I need to get back into doing butterflies. I haven't done a butterfly in like fucking 6 months.
You don't make a whole lot on them when everything's just up, up, up. But when the stuff is like, going sideways or just chopping, if you pick the right strikes, they can be pretty helpful. Bitcoin looks like it wants to maybe stop going down right here.
It looks like it's thinking about it. I'm not
It
gonna
keeps
yet.
it keeps faking out a breakout.
Yep.
That and then Ethereum, because it follows when Bitcoin nukes. It started going up, and I've been watching it, and then it went back down. Then it started bouncing on Bitcoin. Ethereum tried to go up. It's just been chopping.
It's just to get your money in leverage position.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, let me see if I can scalp this. I'm like, no, it's never worked out. Hasn't worked out till now. And I don't. Then I see it chopping out, and I'm like, yeah, probably a good idea.
Angel,
And
I
then
don't talk about taxes too much on stream because I'm not a tax guy. Like I don't know a whole lot. I talk to other people about taxes, but what your tax guy means about that is in the US there's a standard deduction of 12K. So if you make anything less than 12K, it gets canceled out by the standard deduction. That's what he means by it's only after 13K. But that's not just trading, that's everything. That's all of your income combined. And then when you're doing trading taxes, the capital gains is a progressive tax. So it will go up as you make more. It's not like a flat tax. Which a lot of taxes are like that. But like I said, I'm not going to get into the whole tax thing. If you're in high school, you haven't been worried about it too much. Once you get into college and start doing your bigger taxes, you'll start feeling it. It's like trading. You learn by getting bent over.
ain't that the truth?
Only way you learn.
How many times one has to get bent over?
A lot.
Sometimes you forget the lessons.
Some
that you
people
learned.
take years.
Some
My
people don't
butthole's
ever
getting
learn.
bloody.
And they run out of lube like year one.
Lube. I'd love some lube right now.
Dude, I'll never forget that dude, man, in that other Discord I was in like May of last year who shorted SPY at 300 and got wrecked, and goes and gets money, gets another mortgage on his house, loses it, goes and asks his in-laws for money, thinking it had to.
It happens to everybody. Even me. I try to take shorts on SPY, and I know historically taking SPY puts is one of my worst trades, and I still try to take them when SPY looks toppy. But SPY is fucking. It perpetually wants to go up. So if you're taking puts on SPY, you're just shooting yourself in the foot usually.
It really is true, man. It's like you're going
Yeah.
against what's going to happen eventually, no matter what.
Yeah.
He came back the next day and he's like, "This is unbelievable. How is SPY still going up? It should be coming down. It's at 308 now. And I shorted it at 300 and my puts have gone to zero and blah, blah, blah." And I was just
You know what we
like,
call that? Getting fucking rugged.
Yeah. I got rugged like what was it? Last year when the market dumped and then like they started printing money.
I'm getting rugged right now on fucking Coinbase.
What's that shit at?
291, dude.
Oh god. They were talking
wow.
about 250 in the beginning. Maybe they were rugged.
It has to go up 30% for me to break even. Or what did I get filled at? 34%. Rest in peace. I'm only down $1,000 on it. We're gonna hold it for a year at least. Still no buy signals coming in on ES. Not even a 5-minute. Looking pretty weak. Oh, rest in peace to fucking Altria again. Do you guys see the new? Oh, someone has posted it. There you go. Elefino. Democrats introduced bill to reduce tobacco sales, or sorry, tobacco use in the U.S. Yep, Altria getting slaughtered again. Jesus. This is going into earnings too. If they have bad earnings, it's just going to be a cascading failure.
They introduced the bills.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. Yeah.
Cause like that would mean like cigars and everything. I don't think. Yeah.
The thing about tobacco is people don't understand that money runs deep. Like that money has been in America for a long time, and those companies are massive lobbyists. What are some of the other big tobacco companies?
Philip Morris.
Here we go. 1 minute Bitcoin.
What's their ticker? Philip Morris?
Just got sell.
What is Bitcoin getting shredded? Yeah, that buy is going to get faked out on the 5-minute. Yeah, 1 minute sell.
It looks like it. It looks like a real shitty buy.
When those buys come in, the number one thing that you want to check is like that trend. Like I was talking about, like try to draw a trend line. And if it's breaking the local trend, then the buys are really strong. If it's not breaking a local trend, then it's usually a fake out.
It lost a trail, and the 1 minute is just going down.
If you would have did the trend line test on the 1 hour, you wouldn't have bought any of these. Because it's failing the trend line. The bot can't understand that. Probably in later versions, I might be able to get it to understand that. But visually, a human can understand that very, very easily. This is also not a trending market, so if you looked at the 1 hour Bitcoin, you would have been ignoring most of these signals, except for the sell signals, because the sell signals, like I was talking about, you want to follow the higher time frames. So if the 4 hours in a sell, daily's in a sell, you don't want to be using the 1 hour buys. You want to be using the 1 hour sells. You've always got to look at what the overall market is doing, the higher time frames.
Don't they just know that if they fucking legalize marijuana, they won't have to raise fucking taxes?
Probably true.
They need to steal all the money they can. I'm confused.
Is Netflix bouncing? It's on my scanner. What's it doing? It is bouncing. Yeah, it is weird that they're simultaneously pushing for marijuana, but then they're fighting back against tobacco. That's interesting.
You know, it'd be really interesting. They say like, oh, you can only use rolling paper. Ha, paper game.
What are you, a roller, Johnny?
Yes, sir. Papers, joints.
Joints. What's that one, the most famous brand of rolling paper? I forgot.
Raw.
Hit it raw.
Grizzly?
Yeah.
Just
Zigzag.
how
That's what I was
Biden's
thinking of.
fighting. Just how
Yeah,
Biden's fucking us right now. Huh?
zigzag. Zigzag is the one I was thinking of.
Zigzag is like the high school kids.
It's been around forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I used to make my own cigarettes. That's how cheap I used to be a long, long time ago. I had the
Yep.
little machine. I had the little machine where I would buy the bags of tobacco from the tobacco store, put it in that, kind of cut them up with scissors, put them in that little machine, and you can buy the blank cigarettes without the tobacco in it, just the little tube with the filter on it, and you can just pack them in there on your own and make your own cigarettes.
Johnny,
That's
you ever use the White Owls, the cigarellos?
Bro, dog shit.
Dog
Those are
shit.
the worst.
Dude, that's like all we used to use in high school was the fucking White Owls.
We would
Now-
do
They're just like what you call it? Which one's the other famous ones? Fuck.
two-step Dutch.
Blunts or Dutchies.
Dutch or
Dutchies, yeah.
game.
What
We would do
exactly?
the big games and we'd two-step them with the roll on the outside. Those were fire in high school.
It's funny
What
as shit because I knew
exactly
you
would-
guys were gonna say those were dog shit.
What exactly happens if you smoke through a cigarette filter?
There's just no point of doing it.
Fucking Swishers. Fuck Swishers. Swisher Sweets.
That's the hood shit, Johnny.
Yeah, I've never heard of that, Johnny.
I used to
packed
love
a-
those when I was a kid. It was
I
like
packed a cigarette tube once like that.
You
Like
hit backwoods
weed.
too, Johnny?
I used to
Swisher
smoke
Sweets.
backwoods.
I hate
Yeah.
backwoods. I'm a paper guy.
Yeah, I would never. smoke
Backwoods is
tobacco
like
with my weed anymore.
straight to back. It's like it should be harsh.
You have a good night, boys.
Yeah, go on, man.
Take it easy, man.
See you.
Are you a grinder, Johnny? You grind your shit up?
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, because of the papers and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm smoking Dutches, I gotta.
What's that? There's one machine where you can it's not vape, but it's similar to vaping it, where you
Talking about
can
the volcano,
yeah.
of course.
I've
Vapor
never
That
station.
tried
was
that.
like fucking 15
What's
years
a
ago.
volcano?
It's like you vape the flour. Like you put the flour on the thing and it blows all the smoke. Well, it's not smoke, but it's vapor into like a plastic
Yeah.
bag, and then you inhale
Yeah,
out of it.
yep,
I feel like
exactly
heating up
that.
a plastic bag and then inhaling out of it is probably not a good idea.
No, that's not.
I'm no fucking scientist or anything, but
I think lighting plastic on fire is probably not a good idea.
You ever done the 5 gallon thing of a water thing in a
It's
bathtub
called a
full of
long.
water?
Oh, you're talking about a gravity bong?
Yeah,
shit
gravity
was
bomb.
fun.
Yeah,
though,
it's
when
a
I was
gravity
kid.
bong.
The gravity bomb. You like going to your friend's backyard before their parents get home.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the lung where you put the fucking. You guys know what I'm talking about? The paper that holds the bread together, the loaf of bread.
The iron lung, dude.
Yeah, the lung. There you go.
I used to do those, and then the gravity bongs. Or a pisser too. You ever do one of those?
No, what's that?
Same idea as the iron lung, but you put a hole at the bottom of the bottle, fill it up with water, and then let the water pull the smoke into the bottle as it's draining out of the
Yeah.
bottom.
Oasis stoner group. Yeah, right. We do have a lot of stoners in here.
Dude.
I don't smoke anymore. I'm only talking about my high school
OSG.
days.
OSG.
OSG.
OSG. It's right around 420, guys. That's why we're talking about it. Yeah, a little 420 special.
What's 420?
All right, let's take a final look at the markets, then we'll call it. How did
Blaze it sees.
How did the markets close? Little toppy on ES. Pretty toppy on Nasdaq. Nasdaq lost that support, so that's not good.
Can count for 420?
SPY doesn't look too bad. If SPY breaks 410 tomorrow or after hours, I would not be too happy. It's probably gonna go lower. Qs doesn't look awful, but like I said, you lost that support. So if you break below today's low, which is like 333, you're probably gonna go for a gap fill around 331. Let's see. Russell not looking too great either. Still holding that little bearish downtrend. Not able to put in a higher high, so not looking too good on that either. If that gets back below, I'd say like 219, I'd be worried. Probably go back down to 217, then back down to 212. Dow Jones also looking a little toppy, failing resistance. If it breaks below today's low, I'd probably be looking for around 335, and then gap fill down to 331. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin really does not like this 1 hour trend, so I would wait for that 1 hour trend to break. As I've told you guys many times on the bot, if this gives a 1 hour buy signal while breaking this downtrend, that's a very strong signal. So I would keep an eye on that. But make sure to do the little trend test. If it gives you these buys and it's not breaking the trend, then it's probably going to be a fake out. The bot doesn't give very many fake outs. The only times it gives you fake outs is when you're in kind of like a choppy range like this. If it's more of like a V bottom or something like that, it does better. But just do that trend test and see if it's breaking the trend. The daily on Bitcoin doesn't look too bad. Like I said, I think I talked about it on the summary of markets. I was talking about how you could come back to retest like 51,000. But as long as you stay above like 51,000, I think it's okay here. This could be like a very ugly bulldog.
Do you connect the bottom of the wicks on Bitcoin?
What do you mean?
Bitcoin daily? It literally retouched the trend line right now when it dipped.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. But, yeah, 51,000 is like the line in the sand. As long as you hold that, it should be long-term bullish. You break 51,000, then I'd start getting a little scared because you're rolling over. If it puts in a break of 51, very likely the next high, if it does bounce, will be a lower high, and that will be a rollover, and then you could start into a big down move. So we do not want to break 51. But all right, guys, that's it. I'll have analysis posted in Discord later today. If you guys want to check out the bot, if you're in Discord, just post your trading username in the bot channel. If you guys are not in the Discord, go back to my Twitter. I did post a tweet about how you guys can get access to the beta. So check that out. And that's all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time as always, 3 p.m. Eastern. Peace out, guys.